My name is Kerry Craig Walker. I'd like to tell you a little bit about what I have learned in my 54 years on this planet Earth, researching religions, studying the Bible, translations of the Bible, studying the Quran and other scriptures, religions, learning about all about religions, the histories of religions, origins of religions, philosophies of religions, philosophies in general. I've probably studied every philosopher that ever existed, and what I have come upon is the fact that thought, human thought, has created and invented all the religions throughout the world. That's right. Every single belief system, every single scripture, every Bible, every religion has been created and invented by human thought. And it's this process of thought that is destroying mankind, destroying this marvelous, beautiful earth, all of nature, polluting all the water. And it's this process of thought and this belief in God, a projection of man's thought, which he calls God, that has created the nightmare for mankind and for individuals as well. But there is something that I have come upon in my studies of evolution and the energies behind, or the processes behind certain designs in the inhabitants of planet Earth, this planet that we're on. And that is, this energy is a natural energy of the cosmos, of the universe. Maybe it's of the universe, not the cosmos. Maybe the universe is limited and the cosmos is infinite. It's difficult to say, but it is an energy of a combination of, electromagnetism, protons, electrons, quarks, dark energy, dark matter, and on and so forth, with this cosmic soup, if you will, of energy that actually affects and has direction over a long periods of time in organisms and within organisms. This process is also within the organism itself. It's a combined energy. The energy of the organisms is connected to the energy of the cosmos. So it's a combined energy. In other words, we are energy. I am energy, you are energy. Everything is energy. There's really no such thing as mass, because even matter, even hard matter, is energy. It's just combined together in a different form. But this talk that I want to give you is basically just to tell you that the self, it's an illusion. And our whole process of pleasure seeking, even sexual pleasure seeking, our whole process of sex, even though there's nothing wrong with sexual pleasure, technically, with this, opposite sex especially, but the pursuit of pleasure is also a thought-created process. Sex is only to procreate. So it wasn't for pleasure and it's not for love. the whole basis of our relationship through religion, especially the Christian religion and other religions, but in the Western world is mainly the Christian religion with the over 250 some sects, divisions of Catholic, Protestant, Methodist, 250 some times of different sects, different divisions of religions that have come out of this one false religion called Christianity, that came out of an illusion of Jesus Christ, who in fact, in the biblical sense, that Jesus Christ never existed. That Christ was invented by thought. So therefore, it's very interesting to learn that thought has done all these terrible things because it doesn't seem to want to stop. And the only hope for mankind is when we come to terms with the process of thought, the power of conditioning. And the brain is likened to a computer. It's programmable. And once it's programmed, it's very difficult to change that program. Just like in a computer, once you program it, it's difficult to get it to do something other than what that program wants to do, unless you delete the program. So that's the difficulty, is being able to delete the programming of the human brain so that we can start seeing things for what they are. You know, what is in this world, there's nothing more sacred than what is. But the religions try to make things sacred, but they really don't. Because if I don't believe like you believe, I'm not sacred. You want to harm me or you want to kill me. So there's nothing sacred about religion. There's nothing sacred about atheism or disbelief in any energy, because that's another form of a religion. It's a disbelief versus a belief. So it's the opposite sides of the same coin. So what we have to realize is that this infinite energy of this universe, this cosmic soup of energy that relates to us, that it becomes, the mental process has become like a universal mind. If we are all surrendered to this ego and the self, it would be an effortless universal mind, where it doesn't mean we all think exactly like or do the same things. It would just be a camaraderie, a meshing of relationships that would be more loving, compassionate. It would not always be in my own little world, you know, my own,
this process,
you know,
of
particular point of view. Understanding yourself, to realizing
point
the
of
self
view
is
is what I
really
was gonna say.
nothing more than an illusion. The whole content of thought. So everything I've ever thought, in a sense of a spiritual sense, not reality or things that are real, but everything I project in a spiritual sense is a projection of thought. And but if we eliminate thought, we tend to, the mind, the brain, tends to come to a stillness or silence, and in this silence there is a inclination of a oneness with all this energy. And in a sense, if you want to call that energy God, you know, the Great Spirit, the cosmic energy, the creative intelligence, creative energy, whatever name you give it is not the thing. No more than the name oak tree is actually the oak tree. Or the pine tree is not actually the pine tree, that's just a name. But I'm saying that there's this energy that's not nameable, this unknown mysterious energy of the cosmos, which is the cosmos. It's natural, it's not supernatural. It doesn't have direct response with us. It doesn't have direct communication with us as far as, you know, coming in here and getting in the video and saying, here I am. It's an energy that's very difficult to understand, but it's an energy that doesn't correspond directly or do things directly like we have projected our God to do. And so if you call this energy God, that would be okay, because you know, in a sense, it is the creative energy of the universe. But the problem is we create, by using the term God, we tend to create our own illusions of God.